Well, Keith, I think we can finally say we enjoyed every last drop of summer.
We sure did, yeah. I mean, look, it was a great stretch. I'm going to show you some stats here in a minute on how we usually end the summer as far as 80-degree days, and we're way past that. So take it.
Bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think Mainers know that if you've been here for any extended period of time. It is funny for people who are new, like Bailey's from Florida originally. She's going to go into her first fall, and she's like, "Oh, this is it for 80s? Like, this is great, actually. We made it much farther than you would normally think to." The coast didn't get to 80 today because of the onshore flow, but a lot of the rest of the state did. Freiburg, Lewiston, Millinocket, Caribou, Greenville, Holton, all those spots. I'll be able to button this eventually. We're able to get into the low 80s today, average highs 63 degrees. So on average, when is the last 80-degree day? The average in Portland is September 22nd. The average in Bangor is September 16th. So we're way beyond that. Latest, though, there's always hope for that, is the 31st in Portland and the 22nd in 2007. So obviously, we're well beyond the average for that, and I think we're going to shut it down most likely here, at least for the next 10 days or so. All right, here's our next system coming in. It is a cold front, but it has a decent amount of moisture with it. So as it moves in tonight, we'll see periods of rain first in the mountains and then coming in from New Hampshire later in the evening. For a lot of us, though, it'll be after midnight that the more consistent rain starts to set in. And it's heavy at times through the morning commute. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. A good part of the state is seeing rain, and the rain lingers along the coast through the middle of the day, it looks like, at least. Meanwhile, over the mountains and western Maine, this is more like a morning rain event that turns into a partly cloudy day. So it'll differ depending on your location. I think especially down East Maine will struggle with this rain through the early afternoon, and we maybe get some late clearing 4 or 5 o'clock here, and I mean the sun sets at 6 something, so there isn't a lot of room there for sun along the coastline. So a bit of a split state day there. Temperatures fall into the 30s overnight on Wednesday into Thursday morning. Thursday is a cool day. Highs only in the 50s. The mountains only in the 40s. You think about that change. A place like Berlin has a high of 48 and they were 85 a couple of days ago. So that's a big swing, right? Even for New England. Rainfall amounts about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Quiet on Friday and sunny. We're feeling good about Saturday. Still watching Sunday afternoon into Monday. Subtropical low trying to plow into this ridge of high pressure. The European model holds that ridge. GFS brings a little bit of that rain into southern Maine. So we'll keep an eye on that, especially for Monday, as to whether or not we'll see any shower activity. Right now, I've kept it dry, but I just want you to be aware that that's not a complete lock. Either way, we're not going to be warm. We'll be about 60-ish, maybe a little bit warmer on Saturday. And I think the confidence in those days goes in the order of them. Saturday I'm most confident about. Sunday I think we'll be okay. Monday I'm not quite as sure, so we'll keep an eye on that. But again, we've got another 10 days here, and I don't see anything 70 plus. It gets harder and harder at that point. And we get into some real extremes by late October, where that was the latest 80 was October 31st. We've definitely had snow that day too. So
I am just a fan so long as we don't have an abbreviated fall. Yes. 1 week, 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden it's winter.
And I would say we're like already on good track for that.
Awesome.
For sure.
Love to hear that.
Yep.
Some good news. Thanks, Keith.